Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Something Between the Opposites by PjoeterBliep. So this was created for our Escape the Grid theme week. That was the theme week for the beginning of this month, and this is an overflow, so we get to revisit the Escape the Grid mechanic. All right, so let's go over the rules. We have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules. That's within our big bold region. We have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules. So each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also do have some cells that have escaped the grid. We do need to fill them, but they could be filled with any number, including 2-digit numbers, and they aren't required for the solution check. So my advice for a 2-digit number, like let's say we wanted this to be 23, do a corner mark for the tens digit and a set center mark for the ones digit, and you can read that as 23. Since the solution check doesn't care how you filled it, it's just a reminder that you've deduced what that is. All right, now these are not between lines, these are double arrows. The way they work is you have a line and it has a circle at each end of the line. Now the digits on the line sum to the same thing as the sum of the 2 digits in the circle. So let's just do a simple example here. Let's say this was, 1, 3, 5, 6. So that adds to 15. And so these two would also add to 15. So maybe this would be a 4, and then this would be 11. 11 plus 4 is 15. These add to 15. That works. All right. In addition to that, the digit outside the grid is a sandwich sum. So the way sandwich sum works, let's say this was still 11. What you do is you look at the row or the column. And in this case, it's only rows. So we can just say, look at the row that's for the sandwich sum. And that gives you the sum of the digits that are placed in between the 1 and 6. So let's say this was the 1 and this was the 6. Then that would mean these three sum to 11. So maybe like 2, 4, 5. That sums to 11. All right. So that, and then this would be the 3, right? So in between the 1 and 6, we have the 2, 4, 5. That sums to 11. We have an 11 here. And we would also need an 11 there for the sandwich sum. All right, cool. And that is it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. So that's a deduction that I don't know. I don't know if I should have given that away in the rules, but these are equal to each other. These are the same digit because they reference the same sandwich sum. So now sandwich sums can be as small as 2 because we can do like 1, 2, 6, right? And they can be as large as, so the way to think about this is it's just the digits that are, 3, 4, 5, or 2, 3, 4, 5. You could add that up, but you could also just think about how an entire row adds to 21. Like if you just know that 1 to 6 adds to 21, which is a good thing to know, then you can just subtract 7 from that and get 14. So all of these are between 2 and 14, which may or may not be helpful to know. Let's see. This is an extremely long double arrow. So let's think about the minimum sum here. This could be 1 through 5 for the box. And then this can be 1 through 4 for the box. That will put a 6 here. And a 5, no, it could be a 5, it would be a 5, 6 pair here and a 6 here. So yeah, it would be 6, 5, 6. That'll be pretty big for this, but okay, so let's think about this. This 1 through 5 adds to 15. 1 through 4 adds to 10, so this would be 25 minimum. So the sum of these two is minimum 25. If you remember, our maximum sandwich was 14. And so if both of these were 14, we get to 28. So there is a little bit of wiggle room there. And it's like enough that I can't really do anything about it. But these are large numbers. Now, okay, so if I wanted both of these to be 14 though, then I would have to do something like this. And that puts a 6. Well, I guess we could do this also. But it definitely puts a 6 on this sum. I'm not like immediately seeing why that would be a problem. So, I mean, this feels like the break-in, but it's got a little bit of a wiggle room there. So it's minimum 25, it's maximum 28. So there's 3 degrees of freedom on this entire sum. So to minimize it, we put a 6 here, but we have 3 degrees of freedom, so we could go down to 3, I believe. Because if this was a 3, then that means these are 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. So basically 21 minus 3, which is 18. And so this could be 18 plus 10, that would be 28, yeah. So this can be as low as 3. We have 3 degrees of freedom on that. And now this sum, we said could be 11, but it's got 3 degrees of freedom on that. So they just can't be 1. They could be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Darn. They just aren't 1. So I guess another way to think about that is 2, 3, 4, 5. If this didn't have a 1 on it, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the minimum, which is 14. And then this is minimum 15, and that's too much. So I don't know. Is there like... Okay, we know... Okay. If these are large, then these are also large. Right, remember that these are the same as each other, and these are the same as each other. But this wants these to be extremely large. They're up to 14. I have 3 degrees of freedom, though. So they could be as low as 10. I think. Isn't that what we said? Let's see. 15 plus 10 is 25. So if one of them was 14, the other would... Oh, so they can be as low as 11, sorry. Which means these are at least 11. This is at least 11. Oh, so how does that work? Man, I must be missing something about this. Because this can be a 5-6 pair. If we want to max it out, it would be a 5-6 pair. Oh, we can do it. I think that's what we have to do. Look at this. If this is a 5-6 pair, that adds to 11. So this can be 11, and this can be a 0. So that adds to 11. And 11 was the smallest we could do. So this is also 11. And now that makes both of these a 14. And so then this is minimized, because 11 plus 14 is 25. So this is a 6, and this is a 5-6 pair. That's 5, that's 6. So this already adds to 11. This is already 14. This can't be a 0. This is at least 1. So at minimum, these add to... At minimum, these add to 15. This is already 11. So this is at least 4. This is 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now this being a 0 means the 1 and 6 are next to each other. This also means this is a 0. So these two add to this digit. So this is just a normal arrow. You can just treat it as an arrow. So this is at least 3. It's not a 5. This could be 1, 2. Now, we need to be careful because the 1 and 6 need to be next to each other, but I'm not entirely sure how to restrict that further. This is neat so far, though. I like that deduction. The deduction so far are neat. So this is this maxes out at 6. So if this was 5, 6, 5, that's 17. We know this is 14, so this can't exceed 3. There's got to be more to do here. Oh, this sandwich sum is 11, and the 6 is here. So we're certainly not putting the 1 here or here or here, because that would max out at 4 sum. This would be a 0 sum. This would be 0 sum. This would be max 4 sum. So this is our 1. And then here, these need to add to 11. We already have 5, so these two add to 6. And we can't use the 1, so it has to be 2, 4. And that puts the 3 here. So now this is 1, 2, 4, for what it's worth. Oh, and right, remember, this was 14, so this has to be the 1, 6, right? I missed, there were so many deductions in my head that I missed several of them. But we got them now. All right, so this is 2, 3, 4. And then this is 2, 4, 5. All right. So these sandwich sums are resolved. This one isn't. This already adds to 6. Do we need to think about this box? We know these are two are the same. So let's think about the minimum. What's the minimum that this circle could be? Sorry, what's the max? Sorry, this is the smaller lines. We want to know what it maxes at. This can't be a 6, so this would be a 5. So basically, these two add to at most 5, meaning this maxes at 4. This is a 1, 2, 3, or 4. You cannot have a sandwich sum of 1, so it's 2, 3, or 4. This is minimum 3, because this could be a 1 with a 2 there. So it's 3, 4, 5, which means that this can't exceed This could be 1, 2, or 3. It can't exceed 3 because 4 plus 2 would be 6. So you got to think about this as an inverse arrow where this is the circle and then these two add to it. I don't know if that's helpful or not. So the 2 is, let's see. Oh, this can't add to 3 or 4 anymore because there's a 1 down here. So this is a minimum 5, so it has to be a 6 because it can't be 5. That makes that 5 and 6. That's not 6. Now we know the 1 is next to the 6 in this row, and it can't be there. So that's our 1. And then this has to be 2, 4 to add to 6, which means that this is 3, 5 pair. So that's not a 3 because it's a 3, 5 pair. 2, 4 pair means that's a 5. So now we know that this adds to 16. This is 14, so that's a 2, giving us 4 and 2. That's a 3. That gives us 4, 5, and 2. That's 2, 4, and 3. Oh, this is coming along nicely. This is a 1 or 2, and this is 4 or 6. All right, this 1 looks in, placing the 1. These two digits are a 3, 4 pair. We know the order. That's 3, that's 4. All right, doing well. So this is 2, 3, or 4, meaning this is 2, 3, or 4 as well. I really feel like this is going to have to be pretty big. It's not a 1. If this is a 1, the biggest we can do is 1 plus 4 is 5, and this is already 6. So this is definitely 6. That's 1. That's 4, 6. That's 2. 4 and 2. That's a 1. And so now this has to be 1 plus 3 is 4. Sorry, I did that backwards. This could be 1 plus 2 is 3, or 1 plus 4 is 5. So it's not a 3. But I think we can figure this out here. What's this pair? 1, 2. We need a 3, 5 pair. So what does this add to? So the 6 takes care of the 6. So basically these two add to this digit. So it has to be 1 plus 3 is 4. Oh, sorry. Let me fill this one though. This is 1 plus 4 is 5. There we go. And that's it. We're done. What was my time again? 9:26. Okay. Oh, I've unlocked a bonus puzzle. So feel free to do these. I'm not going to do them in video, but I think that PjoeterBliep kind of made a little bit of a puzzle hunt for you, and they get harder as you move along. So if you would like to, once you finish the puzzle, you can click this link and it'll take you to the next puzzle and you can try those out. Cool. This was a neat puzzle. I really enjoyed the logic of this. I've never seen Escape the Grid with double arrows before that were also sandwich sums. It's a very, very unique concept. I like how you introduced a 0 there. And I like the deduction that both of these have to be the same, which was very important deduction. Cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed this as well. If you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.